So I know you mentioned rear and front facing. So this is another question that came up in the group as well. When should a child move from rear to front facing? And kind of a little bit more about the bone ossification, like as it relates to that as well.
Same thing as I've just said, if you guys have hung on this long, like the longer we can keep kids in the current stage they're in, the safer they are, the better our money is, we've invested in these car seats. We're kind of using them to the limits. So for rear facing, there really is no question that riding rear facing is safer. There's literally, there are some things in parenting, lots of things in parenting where there are choices or preferences about organic or not organic, co-sleep, don't co-sleep, breastfeed, formula feed, whatever. And we get to make choices as parents, right? And there are strong arguments on both sides. When it comes to car seat safety, there's one side. It's a one-sided argument because it's scientifically based. So there's nothing that goes against saying rear facing is safer. Literally, there's not one place that says that we shouldn't do that. So we want to rear face those kids until we reach the height or weight limit of the seat that they're in, which often means they're between 3 to 5 years old. So P.S. I turned my first kid on his second birthday. That's what I thought I was supposed to do. So you're not going to get judgment from me. My daughter, who's about ready to turn 4, is still rear facing. I tell people this for 2 reasons. One, because of the bone ossification, which means that the bones within the neck and spine, when you're born, are not fused together. As you get closer to age 4, you get, on average, but that's pretty true, like 96% of our kids' bones have fused together, which means that their neck and spine are a lot stronger. So I tell people in general, like, try to make age 4 your goal. No judgment from me. They may outgrow it before that. They may be able to stay in it till age 6. But the closer we can get to that, the safer. In addition, what I wish somebody would have told me with my son, they're annoying when you turn them forward facing, you guys. They are. So when they're rear facing, everyone worries about their legs. First of all, their legs are never a concern. The incident of kids' legs being injured happened forward facing because they slam into the seat in front of them. So that's the biggest reason people are turning their kids is because of their legs. My daughter, literally her legs, like you'll see all over my page, they're hanging to the side, they're up in the air, like she's all over the place. But if we turned her forward facing, they'd be dangling down. And a lot of times kids' legs fall asleep. It's an uncomfortable position for them. It's like if you're on a bar stool and you can't reach the part that you set your feet on, it's uncomfortable. So for everybody, if for no other reason, you can check out on I have some crash test videos and all that on rear facing that if you want to share those with yourself or people around you that are questioning if rear facing is safer, you can watch those and there's no question that it's safer. But for the mom sanity part, I would keep them facing backwards as long as you can. They can see what you're eating. They can see when you change the music. They can see, they want to play I Spy the whole entire ride. Like your couple of moments of quiet have gone away when you turn them forward facing. So I would ride that out.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Awesome. I think that definitely answers her question there. And then I have just one final question from the group. Are car seats voided after a car crash?
Usually, yes. There are, as always, in this lovely car seat world, there are exceptions to everything. And there are a lot of manufacturers. And so they all have a different sort of set of rules. On average, the answer is yes. I would do the easiest thing, which is call the manufacturer directly and walk them through what happened, and that they will tell you whether to replace the seat, or there's a grouping of car seats that are considered, if you're in a minor crash, you can still use it, but defining minor crash means different things to different people. So yes, most often you have to replace it, because we have to remember the car seat was made for one-time use in terms of one-time crash. It's not made for more than one. So even if it's unoccupied, your kid isn't in it, and you're in a crash, you should call the manufacturer and see if it needs to be replaced. And most often, our insurance companies will pay for the seat to be replaced if the manufacturer requires it. You may have to upfront the cost and then they reimburse you. But push for, if your manufacturer says that your car seat has to be replaced, then we need to advocate with our insurance companies that they need to cover that cost.